Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at the energy going on for December 27th through January 2nd. So happy New Year to you. This is an exciting week of transition. Like, we are going to be sorting through and eliminating and getting ready to make a big choice and changes coming up. I think we get a lot of clarity next week. So pretty interesting energy that we have going on here. So we also have a new moon that's happening at the end of the week. Okay, Leo, you guys look like you're having a tough start to this. The holiday season is supposed to be full of fun and joy and family and friends, and I can tell you from experience that it is not always like that for everyone. Okay, so I will tell you that I have spent more Christmases alone than I have with family. So I get it. And this looks like some really tough stuff that's been going on here. We have the energy of the orphaned. And so either you've lost a loved one and you're missing them around the dinner table, and even though everybody else is there, just you can't fill that hole. I feel like that is a significant number of you. For some of you, this is that you are feeling all on your own, and maybe you've had a relationship setback that has just made you feel insecure. It feels like insecurity, unsure of where is your place in the world and where do you belong, and something about it may not feel very fair. Because we have here the To Be Fair card. This is a Libra card. And we have the moon trining Saturn, and the moon trining Saturn is looking for the fairness. It is looking for the structure. It is looking for how do we put things in place in a way that they stay balanced. But you also have the round and around. So I'm going to guess that this is not your first rodeo. Whatever the situation is, it's happened before, but hopefully as you go through it, we elevate up. And so you circle back to that same situation, and yet you're at a higher perspective, and you have an opportunity to look down and go, oh, that's the lesson. And so there's a gift in it when you figure out, oh, that's the lesson, because then you can avoid. It's like graduation. You don't have to go back and take that lesson again. You get to graduate and go on and make new mistakes. Okay, growth opportunities. We're here. It is Earth School. We are here to learn and grow our souls. And sometimes we just feel really disconnected. I think part of it is we feel disconnected from our higher self and from so on the other side of the veil, like we know we're light and we know we're divine and we know what our place is and we feel all that love, that unconditional love. But when we come through the veil and we incarnate into this 3D world here on Earth, there's a disconnection. Like when they cut the umbilical cord, right? You're separated. And it's hard. It's hard when you don't feel like you fit in someplace. It's very hard. And I can feel that energy here. So I do want to encourage you on Tuesday from 9 to 4 Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. There's a time zone calculator. Sure, check that out. The energy is very supportive of networking. And so I'm going to ask you to not sit in this energy. It's not a holiday, the 28th. It's not a holiday. It's holiday week. So it's a great time to connect with your with your friends, those people that lift you up, that make you feel like you belong. So pick up the phone call. Don't sit in your misery. You know what's interesting? Gosh, I never really noticed that before. It almost looks like she's wearing a mask. Like she's been hiding who she is, trying to fit in with the wrong group. Almost like the ugly duckling has become a swan, and she hasn't realized it yet. So 2022, let's talk about that for a second. It is 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? And a 0. That's a 6. That is soulmate energy. The 6 is the number in the tarot of the lovers, of choice, of connection. It is the 6 swords. That's healing energy. That's moving away from what doesn't serve us. And then we have the 6 of wands, which is, after a while you get that recognition and that support, and people, you're elevated. You're elevated in other people's eyes. And there's a 6 of pentacles, where it's the balance. It's the give and the take, and things are in balance. And then what am I missing here? The 6 of cups, soulmate energy. And 2, 2, 2. 2 is the co-collaboration with someone else, that one-on-one partnership. And so I really believe that this year is a year where it's not just going to be one soulmate, but there's going to be at least 3. Soulmate relationships that come in, that really support us, that make us feel like this is home. This is where I belong. In this new energy, this is my tribe. And so now these energies could be pets. They could be your children. They could be your significant other. They could be your friends. They could be coworkers. They could be your boss. They could be your neighbors. A lot of us are releasing and letting go of the things that don't work in order to allow space for new things to come in. And some of those are going to be friends groups or relationships or whatever. That is very much happening in many arenas around everything. I see it all the places. So here's the thing. When I was asking about the energy for this week, what they showed me was a hallway. And this hallway had some doors that were open and some where they were closed. And the doors that were open were places you've already been. And so there is an opportunity this week to decide, do I want to continue to have this door open, or do I want to pull it closed and move on? And then we have these closed doors, which are the opportunities that you haven't explored yet. So open up a few of those doors and look and see, is this something I'm interested or not? If it's not, close it, keep moving. But there is an opportunity to weed out, to figure out, to figure out where it is that you belong this week. A lot of clarity coming in next week when we have that Cazimi Venus happening on January 8th. But right now, it's about taking a look at the doors and the opportunities around you and what really works. And if you've got your head down, you're going to miss it. Don't miss it. So reach out to the people that do support you. I just heard you have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Okay. People are, at this time of year, very much self-involved. And they do not necessarily notice those that are feeling alone. Okay? Don't ask me how I know that. But when we choose to be joy-filled in any given situation, it really does come in. So it starts with the small things. You find out a couple of people that you can reach out and contact. So Moon is going to move into Scorpio at 4:16 p.m. on Tuesday. And then Jupiter is going to move into Pisces. Jupiter and Neptune, they both co-rule there at Pisces. And so this is energy of starting to go deep to the core of us. What is really true for us? What is our authentic truth? And what do we want to transform? This is in your area of home if you are a Leo rising. So what is truly home for you, or where do you feel like the most yourself? Well, now this is interesting. For some of you, you're just sick and tired of where you work. You don't get along with those people. You don't deal with them. You want to try something new, open some of those doors. We have self-employment. You are a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Also, I want to say that when the romantic life sucks, throwing yourself into your work, been there, done that. And honestly, it gives you something to focus on that you enjoy, that you can control. So everybody has free will, right? And you can't make somebody want to be in a relationship with you. But in a business that you own, that you're designing, that it's an extension of you, you have a lot more influence on how things go. And so working from the joy and the passion of creating. We're here to create. That is what we are here for. And what are we supposed to create? We're supposed to create joy. So what brings in the joy, and I find personally that working for myself has been one of the best things that I have ever decided to do for myself. I love the options and the opportunities. If I don't like a client, I don't work with them. I have fired more clients. I think I've only, yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I've had one. I think I've had one client tell me this isn't working for us. But that was okay because I had already decided that. I was just waiting I was going to give them a couple more weeks because of their other situation that was going on before I was cutting the cord. So I was like, oh, good, I don't have to do it this time. Yeah, so I like that I only have to be around people I like. And you can do that when you're self-employed. You can choose how, when, who you do business with. And so it's an area where you start to feel more confident, and it really helps. So that's something to consider, right? Creating something that you know you're good at to make yourself feel better. Also, when you do that and you're in your power, then you are now putting out the energy of who you are, and that's how you attract in like-minded people. That's like attracts like. If you're in this energy, that's what you're attracting. But if you're in this energy, that's what you're attracting, right? So I think some of these choices, we've got Mercury going to conjunct Venus. They're doing it right there, conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, about what is it that you value, what are the steps you're going to take, what do you need to do next. Then we've got the moon going to oppose Uranus in Taurus, and that's like, how do we make this big change? And if you are a Leo rising, that's in your house of career. And so where's the outlet point? It's in Saturn in Aquarius, which is, in your house of partnership. Like, how do we choose? And so maybe what you need to do is find the right partner to business, person to partner with in business. There's this energy of feeling about the options, recognizing which doors you want open and which ones, just closing that. Just close it, and close it softly. You don't need to bang it. You don't need to slam it. You just need to close it and walk away. I feel like there's another one. Thank you. So the moon is going to move into Sagittarius at 8:08 p.m. on Thursday. And this 8, it's the number of self-mastery. It's also the number of August. Not all of you are August born, but 8/8 gateway happens right there. Oh, wow. Happens right there in the middle of your sign. And 8:08, that's a portal. What were you thinking about back there at that 8/8 gateway? Because this moon is moving in during that time. It is an invitation to self-mastery. You have great cards. Okay, you have Ascending the Mountain. Ascending the Mountain says keep going forward. It's not always easy. By the way, your spirit guide team is here to help you. You need to ask them. They cannot help you without your permission. You are in unknown territory. However, you are exactly where you need to be. So, ascending the mountain, going through the mountain pass. And then we have here, staying focused, hold the course. Just because you don't see anything happening doesn't mean it's not happening. It's like the bamboo tree, right? It spends like 5 years putting down a root system, and then seemingly overnight it sprouts up like 30 feet. That kind of energy. Keep going. You're getting there, even if it doesn't feel like that. The moon's going to conjunct Mars. It's going to have the sextile energy of choice. It's about really deciding what actions to take on New Year's Eve. And so when you're writing out your New Year's resolutions, state them like an I am statement. I am whatever it is, right? I am a successful business owner. I love what I do, and it is very financially supportive of my lifestyle. Or I am in an amazing relationship, and I so much enjoy this partnership in this company. And that could be business or personal. And then feel what it feels like to be in that energy. Tap into that feeling and hold that in there. And that's how you plant the seeds in very fertile ground. And every day, that staying focused is to feel that feeling. Feel the feeling so that you can manifest it into reality. On Saturday, New Year's Day, the sun's going to trine with Uranus and Taurus. It is going to shine a light on what needs to be changed. There's information coming in this week, so pay attention. The moon moves into Capricorn at 6:02 p.m. on Saturday, setting up for that new moon that's happening at 1:33 p.m. on Sunday the 2nd. So we get another repeat of numbers, 33, right? So that's the number of the Empress. Only it's the Empress square because we have 2 3s. Or it's 2 Empresses working together to collaborate to create something. It's happening at 12 degrees and 20 minutes. The 20 is, you count the minutes. When you're doing the numerology and something like that, 20 minutes. Another 2. So we have the 3 2s, and then we have another 2, we have the 2 3s. I mean, this is collaborative energy. Between 1:03 and 2:03 p.m. is a great time to plant those seeds of intention. That's the Cassimi new moon this time. So this is great energy to work in. So what is it that you want to manifest? Write down, take some time at that point, make an appointment with yourself to sit down and write out what you want. Wow. Okay. It says protect the wild and green. But that looks like the Empress energy and the Queen of Swords, right? The Sword of Truth. Defend what you're trying to grow. You have honor Gaia. Stay rooted, stay grounded. Honor the cycles. Honor what's happening. Allow yourself to be in flow. Look, there is a phoenix sitting there on the branch. And you have let 2 become 1. There's no way to look at that and not think that's a relationship. So, it may be that you end up by the end of the year in a really great partnership that maybe is a little more pleasure than business. I think it starts with loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. You're not the ugly duckling, you're a swan. Remember that. So you have last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. Trust the divine is going to arrange things for you, but first be sure to ask for what it is that you want. There is a need to assess the situation. Take that higher vantage point. What is fair and what is just? And what do you truly want? And then we have full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Again, the higher perspective. And the first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through the insecurity. You are a magnificent being of light. You are divine. You came here to create whatever the heck makes you happy. Create joy this year. Do something you really want to do. Oof, oof. Okay, you have intuition and motivation. I want to call this divine inspiration. Open up to the messages from the divine and allow yourself to be moved to action according to the thoughts and the energy that come in. Take some time to sit in meditation on a regular basis and allow space for this. When you take a shower, your thoughts, pay attention. I have those crayons that you give kids for the bathtub. My shower wall is covered in notes because when I think of something, I write it down quick before I forget. I mean, I clean my own house, so it doesn't matter, right? All right, so you have here personal riches for your fortune cookie for the year ahead. Small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Ascending the mountain is not easy. You are where you're supposed to be. You are divinely guided. Be sure to ask for the help and the guidance along the way. Stay focused. Hold your course. You're going to be fine. Whether this is personal or business, you're going to be fine. If you decide that. So decide that. Make the decision. I'm not just fine. I'm great. Oh, okay. Like Tony the Tiger. You can roar. All right, you guys. Make this new year magnificent. It is up to you to do that. It is a choice. It is a decision that you make to choose to be happy, to choose to be successful, to choose to believe in yourself. Spirit believes in you. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. So, Friday, your reading will come out for January. So be on the lookout for that. You guys take really great care. I just saw the 22202. Like the twos are all over the place. It is divine partnership of some sort coming for you this year. Trust the process. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take good care.